Hello, everyone. My name is Fabian Zimmer. I'm the acting product manager for GitLab's memory team, and I'll briefly update you with our next plans for GitLab's upcoming release 14.0, the next major release. So let's get to it. As you can see, we have a few larger themes, but I'd quickly like to highlight a few things. So right now, there are many things happening at GitLab, and especially the group sharding is looking at scaling our database to 10 million daily active users at gitlab.com. And we have quite a few customer-related projects where the expertise of the memory team can really bring some benefits. And so we're reserving some capacity for the team helping out with some of those efforts, even though we don't specifically know yet what that means. So we're planning ambitiously regardless of that. So I'll walk you through all of those specific items here. Just keep that in mind. Given the memory team's structure, we can often provide a lot of valuable input to those challenging projects. So the first one is removing unicorn support. This is going to happen in 14.0. So we're planning to do a lot of work to remove unicorn completely from the code base. But as a quick reminder, why are we doing this? So unicorn was the default web server for GitLab that was replaced by Puma in 13.0. And since then, unicorn has been deprecated. And so the main reason was the switch to Puma is multi-threaded, it uses less memory, and overall has a lot of performance benefits. So we're going to actually remove unicorn completely by 14.0. So you must upgrade to Puma, and we're going to do a lot of cleanup, making sure that we don't ship components and configuration that we don't need anymore. Another item that we've worked on is reducing the memory consumption for specific Puma and Sidekick endpoints. So these are very expensive endpoints in GitLab that are expensive to run on gitlab.com specifically, but any changes that we make here benefit the product as a whole. And so to highlight a few findings that the team actually established looking at these expensive endpoints is that there are a fair number of inefficiencies in the product. For example, our Git integration is often inefficient, or our markdown rendering stack is generally inefficient. And so following this investigation and actually addressing some of these inefficiencies and the sort of biggest offenders, we're going to go back and we are trying to establish as a team how we can address these challenges going forward a little bit more proactively. For example, can we improve the visibility of these inefficiencies to our own developers? What kind of tooling is required to make it easier to identify these bottlenecks? So there's a lot of work that the team can actually start doing now, having identified some of these inefficiencies and being able to reason about them. So I'm quite excited because changes that we make here can really improve the performance of GitLab at any scale, right? It may be most obvious for larger installations, but rendering Markdown faster, I think will be generally appreciated by many users. Yeah, so we are going to do that, and I'll keep you posted. Quite excited about this work here. The next item I'm going to talk about is a few follow-up items from shifting the database load from primary to read replicas, specifically for Sidekick. So this was part of a rapid action. We've already done a bunch of work in this, and we're going to now do a bit of follow-up, wrap-up actions in here. And this goes sort of hand in hand with the last item I'm going to talk about, which is to move some Sidekick workers to utilize database replicas. So we're going to work on everything sort of up to impact of 7 in the next release. And this should improve the overall performance of GitLab's database, which again is important at scale of gitlab.com, but also benefits our self-managed customers that actually utilize database replicas. And that's it. Keep in mind that, as I said earlier, there may be some other items that the team will be working on, but this is 14.0 and I'm actually quite excited. Take care and thanks for listening.